Hi guys, my name is Natalie. Welcome to my channel. In today's episode, I'm gonna show you why I do believe the market will continue to the downside. I can't see buy opportunities right now. Sorry guys, I just can't do it. But if we are looking at the lower time frames combining with the higher time frames, we can definitely use the zones on the lower time frames for sell opportunities as we are in a downtrend right now. I'm also gonna show you how I'm using these two charts beside each other. I'm using the lower time frames on the right side and the higher time frames on the left side. Remember, I am no financial advisor. You need to take responsibility and look everything up yourself first. But please continue watching this video. I'm gonna show you exactly what I see on Bitcoin right now and why. Starting with Bitcoin on the weekly, I'm super duper focused on this week right here. The only thing that I can see right now is that the market is going to continue to the downside. I don't see anything else than that. I'm sorry. It can continue to the upside, but what I'm looking for right now, I only see sell opportunities. We're looking at the resistance that we do have right here on the 4-hour chart. Obviously, I'm taking it from the higher time frames, but it's very respected. And we could see that the market did have problems to reach to the support, and it did close below it. And you can also see that it did retest this previous support that we did have, turning into a new resistance. For me right now, we can also do it like this. You have this bearish flag right here. As you can see, a really perfect one you have. Look, so this is what I see. So if the market does come to the downside, breaks it, retest it, the target that I will have is 39,000. And after that, obviously we need to see what's going to happen, because as you can see on the higher time frames, that is also a major resistance or a major zone that we do have. It will also create a new lower low. So I do believe we will come back down to 39,000 before we're continuing to the upside. In the long run, I do see Bitcoin going to the upside, but right now, that's not what I see. This is what I see. I do believe that we will come back to 39,000. Obviously, it's a long way there. So how to break it down to the lower time frames and actually trade out of it, that's what we want to know, right? So using the lower time frames, as I told you before, and I always use two charts. On the left side, I'm having my high time frame charts, and on the right side, I'm having my low time frame charts. And you can use that if you are using TradingView, you are selecting the layout. If you're using TradingView for free, I don't think this will work. If it's working, this is what you need. I'm using this 2-hour chart, and that's the only thing that I use. So you go to select layout, and this is where you have it, and I'm using it so it's easier for me to go in between the lower time frames and the higher time frames. It's very useful. It has been helping me very much. We're trying to make trading easy, so using the chart in an easy way will definitely help. And I can only speak for experience. It's different for everyone, but I love it. If we are looking at the higher time frames on the left side, we can see that we do have this previous support. We do have this previous resistance right here, and the market is coming to it, or it's right at it right now. And looking back, we do respect it before. Also, you can see that we did have the wick coming to it. We had the wick coming. So the market does respect it, but right now it does look like the market actually is breaking the zone. Using the lower time frames, I do believe I already have this zone on the lower time frames. Well, almost. You see how perfect that was? So what we can look for right now, the market did break to the downside. It did break the support that we did have. It was also a resistance before. So what I see is that if the market continuing to the downside a little bit more, comes back up and retest it 2 times, I have the perfect sell opportunity. As you can see here, if you are taking these away, because they are not something that we need to use, but this one was also very good. So we did have this resistance. The market was around here as a support, didn't help, did break it, came back up again, retested it, came back down, and we did actually come back up and retest it one more time. So this was also a very good sell opportunity, and that's the same thing we want to happen on this zone right here, and that is around 42971. Very, very important zone right now on the lower time frames for me to sell the market. And obviously, as I told you, the target will be around 39,000. And obviously, when we are looking at the lower time frame, is a lot of things that will happen in between the 39,000 and the from where we are right now. So that's why we always have to look at new opportunities to either buy or sell the market. But for me right now, we are in a bearish market. I'm definitely looking at sell opportunities using the lower time frames, previous resistance and support zones. This could potentially be a target where the market comes down to and reacts to, either as a new little support. The market can come back down here, come back up again and retest it, and then continuing to the downside, or it will just break it and then we retest it as a new support, resistance again at 42343, around that area, and then we might see the market continuing down even more. But why I'm so sure about the market continuing down, I want to be very clear, because I do look at this wick right here. We do have a huge candlestick on the weekly, and we do have the previous resistance right here. So what potentially can happen is that the market comes back down to 39,000, retested, might consolidate for a while, because obviously we do see that the market has been very volatile to the downside for a couple of weeks. So if the market comes back down here, we do have a very strong resistance. Also looking back at January, we do have it as a resistance also. And remember, it's always zone, so it's not just one price. It's a zone that we're looking at. So that's why using the box is really good, because with that we are not confused. Oh, the market did not respect the 38916. What do I do now? You have to look at you have to have a bigger picture, and that's why it's really good using the box, because with that you are not gonna get confused. But this is the target that I have, and for right now I do believe we will continuing down and retest this support or previous resistance, might turning into support. We just might break it and continuing down, but obviously that's something that we have to wait and see. Until then, we are looking at the lower time frames for our opportunities to sell the market. Or if the market right now decides that it's gonna continuing to the upside, obviously we are following price, we are following market structure, because if the market decides to continuing to the upside, it will not just look like this. And if it does, well, then everyone's gonna be surprised. What we're looking at is obviously slowly movements to the upside. So the market will always show us what it's supposed to do. Well, sometimes the market just does something like this, like just continuing to the upside, and we are not, looking like this. Well, sometimes that happens, obviously, because it's trading and it should not be perfect. We all know that the trading world is not perfect. It's always opportunities, and we always have to follow the market. This is what I see right now on Bitcoin. And obviously we just have to wait and see what it's doing. But we do have the zones on the lower time frames where I do have my targets, where I can actually sell the market if I see that the market is coming to these areas and reacts to it. We do have to have our confirmations. We're not just selling because we see the market coming to that area. We need the rejections to see that, oh, the market will not continue to the upside. It will continue down. In yesterday's video, I did talk about me having a live in the morning before London opens. Have to make that clear that that will happen at New York sessions instead. So please don't wait for me in the morning. Please don't do that. But I will see you during New York session. Please look at these areas that I was talking about, and we see each other in tomorrow's video. Bye!